nali 18 omutainza agamba nti tibagambye tibatandika okubalira emyaka nti akannagenze akuzeekuze
akuliridde munange bagamba obukulu ke magezi. So kinsanyusa nnyo okuba nga nfaanana bwe nti kubanga bakyala bangi bandaba ne balowooza ndi 16. So bw'olaba mutabani wange omuvubuka envuumuula ne ŋŋamba mutabani wange kinsanyusa nnyo okuba nga nnina omwana ng'oyo ate nga tekinfaanana. Flow yange it's coming up. Flow yange no darling yakubiri. I'm 25.
Ate wewe omwana wa 18.
Yeah. No, sesede. Do the math, gwe gikole math.
You are to 5 with your who was out in a 17.
Yeah.
Was out in a 17.
Yeah.
I went to enough so now.
No, bintu byantuukirirako ne binsobako.
So you dropped out of school?
Yeah, I did drop out of school. Naye wampulidde nabagambe I dropped out of school. I started dropping her out kubanga nazaala. Na dropping her out due to bintu birala. But yeah, no mwana naye waali. Nandyagadde okuddayo n'ensoma naye wendi ssaawa zino nandyagadde okuddayo okusoma actually naye ne bwe nzirayo mba ngenda kukola course engattako ku kyemanyi already kati nga environmental science I would go back and study about okweyongerako ku kyemanyi climate change, environment science and all that. Naye ebirala, to be honest, I would rather pay school fees for other children to go to school. No, I was raped. Yeah. But you know this story though. Kati ate kati mwagala ku mixinga kubanga leero njagala tufocusinge ku miti. Kubanga ate wali muba munziza mu binkwatako naye leero tuli ku kyobutonde.
Talking about actually you're a mother, but earlier on Valentine's Day there was a kid called Teng Teng. Your man Teng Teng waliwo comedian yomu yavayo natandika omu insulting ngamba muzadde ozaala otya omwana wo oti mariachi ngagamba oyo mwana whereby abantu bavude nga bagamba agenda muteeka mu depression because engeri gye yakulamu ng'alimu okusekerera. What do you say about that as a mother?
I didn't watch that. I haven't watched anything like that. Sinababiwulirako ate sinababiraba. All I can say is tenge 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 tenge. So good luck to Teng Teng. I'm sure too we've seen abantu abaze mu social scene lately. Buli omu ajja n'akikuba. So Teng Teng, good luck. I love you so much. Abaana bange babeera bayimba tenge 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 tenge.
Olyokko banga omuyambako mu ngeri emu oba endala atali financial stable. Omukyalira ng'olina
nze nga nyamba tenge tenge. Ate nga nze ayagala tenge tenge anyambe. Teng Teng is the biggest brand right now in Uganda if you didn't know. Teng Teng asinga ne TV yange. Amaanyi saawa zino. Kati bwe mu branding. Branding. No, that's a young boy yakaja. Teng Teng tayimba is just a child living his life and being a boy, a baby. So that's what I'm saying. Nabagambye abaana abato be bakola ki? Bebagumiza ekibira. So Tenge Tenge is a very, very good brand that is coming up. That's it. Mutabani wange ali mu kuseka kubanga ayagala Tenge Tenge. But about mariachi, I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I'm a big fan of Teng Teng and I wish him all the best. Nagitutte bulungi. Status yange ebuzabuzaamu. Nga weather ye Uganda. But I'm happy. I'm focusing on business. There is a lot. Charity. Omuntu bw'oba okola gino emirimu gyaffe, humanitarian work, it's not easy. So right now I'm focusing on growing. I'm focusing on God, nalokoka. So ebiseera byange bingi ndi mu bifocusinga mu okumanya Katonda, okumanya bwabwe nasobya nga yeah.
Lwaki okiraba kati ekyokuba nti oddayo eri Katonda?
Si kuddayo eri Katonda. Buno obulamu bwe tubeeramu, especially being in this world, in this environment, omuntu ogwa.
Omuntu alowooze nti Judy wayonoona nnyo.
Sayonoona nnyo, sonoonangako. Mu bulamu bwange sonoonangako.
Ebiseera ebisinga mulaba.
Sonoonangako.
Ebiseera nti ebisinga muddayo ewa Katonda.
Sonoonangako. Tewabanga gw'ogamba mbu nayonoonako. Mu bulamu bwange saayonoonako era ndi wa Mukama because njagala obudde bwange mbujje mu birala bwe Katonda. Kubanga Mukama yakuwa buli kimu. Sandibadde nga ndi mukwogera naawe, wandibadde toli wano nange singa si Mukama. Kati n'olwekyo sisobola gamba mbu nasobya kyekiva nzize, kubanga mu maaso ga Mukama sisobyangako. Ate nange simanyi mbu waliwo we nali nsobeza.
Aba celebrities nga mwe temufuna chance egendako wa Katonda oba kubako obudde bwe muwayo eri Katonda. Which advice can you give to celebrities out there?
Bw'ogamba tetulina budde bugenda eri Katonda mba sikutegeera. Oh, you mean going to church?
Yeah. Yes, going to church.
You know, this is another thing abantu tetulina okutegeera. Relationship y'omuntu ne Mukama is personal. Kati nze oyinza okundaba nga ngenda mu church buli Sunday. Naye ate ne bakugamba oyo ekiro yabadde abba, which is not me, but I'm saying being in church every night, every day doesn't make you holy. But knowing God and calling on God, that's what's important. Siri mu church mbu nasobya naye ndi mu church olw'okuba nategeera natuuka wentegeera nti Mukama lyekubo etuufu, tewali kubo ddala.
You're single and confused with someone.
Oh, darling, I'm very single. Very single, by the way. I didn't get flowers, but I did buy myself roses. You know why? Because I promised to love myself. Nasalawo okweyagala, neyagala neyonono, byonna bye neyagala. Sisobola gamba nakoowa basajja. Sinababbakoowa. Naye kisinziira engeri gye nkyogeddemu, naye saawa zino njagala kukola ssente, mbeere ne ssente zange. Bwe nsinkana omwami naye abe nga yakola zize. We put our money together and create an empire. I'm the grandkid and children. My son just turned 18 years yesterday. My twin girls are going to be turning 15 in March. Do you want to say hello to my son? Yes. See, you didn't even see him. So yes, why did I decide to But yes, I chose to talk about focusing in school because I found that department very hard for me. Growing up, in Masomero, I was in school, but at some point, I became a bad girl, a bad child. I didn't want to focus in school. And today, it's one of the biggest mistakes that I've made in my life. I am successful as a model, but every time I try to start up a business, you know what happens? No. When I turn around, they're like, do you have this certificate? Do you have senior 4 certificate? Do you have senior 6? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I dropped out of school. I don't have anything. And you know what happens? I end up losing that big opportunity. Do you understand?
Yes.
I lose the big opportunity because I didn't complete my studies. I became a party girl. I decided to run outside and hang out with friends, which were not very good friends. We used to hang out instead of being in school. And guess what happened? I was expelled from school. And everywhere I went to get a school, I couldn't be given a chance to be in the same school because of who I was in the school I was in before. So no matter what we do in life, you might say, I'm in school. I just did it at Kasangati High School. My family has money. I can be transferred to a different school, but darling, remember, everything you do going on the top will always what? Follow you. Everything you do in life to be single because I want to achieve my goals. I have so many dreams. And right now I have my 3 amazing children. They are studying, they're very intelligent, but I still have things to achieve in life. And one of them is to plant 50 million trees all over Africa and in schools because I want you guys to have the best nutrition. You can eat food, but how many times do you get fruits in school? Do they give you dessert? No. You don't eat mangoes? You don't have passion fruit? No. So guess what? One of my goals is to plant 50 million trees all over schools in Africa. My second goal is for my foundation to be able to have a home for every girl out there that gets to travel or needs a safe place to sit and think. Third is to make a lot of money. That is mine and mine. When I say to make a lot of money that is mine is from my sweat. I wake up, go to office, do my work at the end of the month, look into my account and see how much money I made. Okay, that is my money. There is no husband saying, and I'm muchala, because I'm sala guingira wodi. But then do you understand what I mean? And I'm also not saying that you shouldn't love men. But there is time in the future when we have achieved all the comfort we want. Do you know what it means? Being comfortable, you're beautiful, you're educated, you have your salary, you have a business growing. Wouldn't that be amazing for every girl? Yeah. Isn't that what we all want? Yes. So, lawyer. Very short time frame. So you're already living your futures. Whatever you do, know you're living in the future. Going back to our main objective as why we're here today about the 50 million trees by 2050. If we don't plant these trees, trust me, in the near future we'll be going to museums to tell our children that you see this is a mango tree. This is where mangoes come from. You see mango just a splash we bought? This is the tree. This is you understand the dilemma? So it's lawyer. You see? Very short time frame. So you're already living your futures. Whatever you do, know you're living in the future. Going back to our main objective as why we're here today about the 50 million trees by 2050. If we don't plant these trees, trust me, in the near future we'll be going to museums to tell our children that you see this is a mango tree. This is where mangoes come from. You see mango just a splash we bought? This is the tree. This is you understand the dilemma? So it's
Nze Honorable Khalid Asimbye njogedde mu Luganda lwakuba njagala buli ali mu Uganda ategeere kye tuliko. Olwaleero nga 17 tumakinga ekigendererwa ky'abannaffe bano ekyokusimba emiti emiliyoni 50. Era njagala okukoola buli munnayuganda ali eyo gwe oba osobola okusimba emiti nange ngenda kubanga negatta ku gurupu eno ey'okusimba emiti emiliyoni 50. So olwaleero ne Judith Hard tusimba omuti guno naye abali eyo mutuwagire mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Tawa Kasanga High School ate nga nze ssentebe w'abannannyini masomero bonna mu Wakiso District. So eno program tugenda gitambuza amasomero gonna tugenda sigala nga tubayita twogere nabo. Mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Kati Judith. So katifikirira amazzi.
Emiti gyaffe wano twalima midda. Eyalindako omuti kusenge. Otwala speed atenga.
Mpola mpola mutwala.
kansala akiikirira ekitundu kino ekya Kabanyolo Sero wamu ne Muwaliki ya University Kasanga Town Council. Tuli kaweefube ow'okusimba emiti emitwalo 5 miliyoni 5 miliyoni 50 mu constituency eya Kasangati, nga tuli wamu ne Honorable Kalidi Simbwa wamu ne Nalongo owakabi, nga tugenda okusimba emiti gino. Olwaleero ndi musanyufu nnyo okubanga nti ekintu kino kiri mu kitundu kyange, ate nga njayanira nnyo okulaba nga kitundu kyange kibeera kirungi nnyo, nga kirabika bulungi. Ku lw'amaanyi ge tuli wano ku lwa Mwami Kalidi Simbwa wamu n'abatuuze bonna okulaba nga tutuukiriza ekintu kino ekyokulaba nga tubeera n'environment ennungi. Era nebaza nnyo Kalidi Simbwa olw'omulamwa.
Kwate hiyo soko oyo muwe madam muwe anti John kati gena kuba ya kansala Jolina anti bona bafukirire babiri wano bete kati ya badako
no, because you know what happens.
Honorable Kalidi Simbwa. Atano. Honorable Simbwa Kalidi. Nobody say. Honorable. Honorable. Yeka tugaba. Judith. 50 million what? Million trees.
Nobody come
Nobody say. Uchiri. Paka kuulira ku mutima. Chibalume. Chipaka chi. Soko linako.
Judith, kalika demo 50 what?
50 what?
50 what?
50 what?
50 million trees.
50 what?
50 million trees. Judith.